Alright, it's your man Sneak, Hip Hop Game TV. Right now we on the Make Hip Hop Not War tour. I'm with Immortal Technique, I'm with Akir, I'm with Poison Pen, Hip Hop Game Zone. Let's get into it. First off, each of y'all artists on this Make Hip Hop Not War tour.
No, we're not. Just Akir. We just came here for the New York date. We work. Me and his brother working on an album, and he going on a national tour with them. And we came here to support our brother because whenever one of us got a show in New York, we feel like we need to show that solidarity among our soldiers. You know what I mean?
And plus, he had that fly shirt, and I couldn't miss it for the world. Sexy dude.
Boss.
Yeah. Whatever, man.
What y'all feel about this war that's going on right now in Iraq?
I feel like it's going to continue because people are still making money off of it. And as long as they're going to make money off of it, they're going to keep pressing the issue. We're not talking about a lot of things that are involved in the war. We're not talking about who's getting paid in terms of the government contracts, in terms of contractors, mercenaries, whatever it may be. The resources in Iraq that the Pentagon recently lost or misplaced, what, like $1 trillion or some shit like that. Then now they have like $100 billion more going back in there. It's an economic mess, yo. If Iraq was a building and there were contractors set up to build it again, there'd be some niggas in jail right now, yo.
I mean, you know, who knows what's going to happen when the new administration comes into office, but I mean, most likely, like you're saying, it's going to continue because this is the young lady was saying earlier, no matter if it's Democrat or Republican, there's still government officials that are tied into it and corporations that are tied into it that are making money from it. And so, you know, it's in their best interest to keep it going. Of course, we want the soldiers to come home. We want them to stop spending this fucking outrageous amount of money on an illegal war. And we got wars at home, you know what I'm saying? We got little children to try to inspire for the future so that they can be prepared to take on this big ass mess that we about to leave them, you know what I mean? So that's why it's important, especially us as hip hop artists, to continue to have a message in the music and, you know, be the voice of the youth and try to encourage the youth to stand up against these injustices and make a change in the world, you know what I mean?
Make some noise if y'all with me. Stop it 1 second. My latest deep confession and free me from deep depression. Battle the evil presence, we pray and we seek the essence to show us many lessons and how to address it. The end is manifested, so school is just a reference. Learning to deal with these stresses. Environmental stenches caused by those elected, neglecting people's protection against being defenseless, losing my senses of order. It's been stepped in by pretentious, pretending that they not dependent. My mind is my weapon and I'm feeling my life is threatened. Protect your head, neck, possessions, cause we about to set it. Following growing like Dianetics, they say we some relics. I guess we selfish with the content that we relish. I make the women dance and think and straighten up my fellas. Curing the poison that they sell us, dodging all the setup. Trying to help my people cerebellum swell up, we fed up. Babylon is falling no matter what they tell us. Peace, that's my time.
We'll do something real brief, real to the point, and then we're gonna go home and realize that we wasn't just here talking. And we wasn't just here for the sake of just speaking, but that now each one of us has a divine responsibility. We carry the spirits of the people who prayed in this room for what they wanted in life and for what they lost in life. Because when you die, your spirit lives on forever. They used to call us communists for fighting America, and now they call us terrorists to spread hysteria. Well, let me just say this without sounding redundant. Who the fuck really gains the most from blowing up London? And who really made Bin Laden the man that he is? The CIA and Saudi Arabia did. But that's the past and the future is here. Iraq was a design, so for some people the future is clear. A Christmas tree pyramid with the stars and like a satellite in orbit watching me from the sky. Every country wants a piece of the American pie, but that means you have to co-sign America's lies. So you can criticize human rights in Cuba and China, but not in Israel, the Philippines, and places you find them that are allies of the country I live in, whose clothes are made by slave labor, women and children. Yeah, I know at some point we're all part of that hypocrisy too, but I don't feel like it's democracy, dude. I don't pretend troops are peacekeepers that don't murder, and they don't create colonies whose government service moving up with our economics like we share the tectonic plates in your vest are no good, nigga. nigga, the weapons are sonic. The war on terror evolved like strands of the chronic. From the weapons that's biologic to the propaganda topics. But remember, the system can never stop what's been set into motion. Like volcanic eruptions on the floor of the ocean. My purpose is to burst to the surface, immersed in the smoldering lava from verses. Surrounded by soldier women, not bitches that's worthless. I cut chicken heads off like hexes and curses. Weapons I purchase make homeland security nervous. I run pockets and purses like subway searchers. Robbing Masonic temples disguised as churches. I'm busy. I'll leave that one for you to interpret. You serpents, some merchants, some military industry murder. The beef is heating up like the mad cow in your burger. Fathom the cause of cattle cannibalism. Factory farms are like a fucking animal prison. A microcosm of Adam Smith's capitalism. Cause that's America's real religion. Even as I'm walking the beast to the Christians, the destruction of Babylon. Motherfucker, that's my mission. I love you. I'm out of here. Please. Make him